In the 1960s, this photo captured the world's attention. It became a symbol of hope for thousands. A statue was later erected to honor the man in the frame. Yet he himself came to deeply regret the photo's existence. Behind this triumphant image lies a complex and tragic human story. In 1961, Walter Ulbricht, chairman of the State Council of the GDR, East Germany, proposed a radical solution, completely sealing off capitalist West Berlin from the Socialist Republic. Starting on August 13th, over just 2 days and nights, barbed wire barriers snaked across Berlin. Construction crews worked frantically to build a massive concrete wall. Houses belonging to East Berliners suddenly bordering the West had their windows and doors bricked up. Roads and railway lines were severed, and several subway stations were demolished. For East German citizens, any attempt to cross the border meant risking imprisonment and being branded a traitor. On August 15, 1961, 19-year-old East German border guard Hans Conrad Schumann was stationed at the corner of Ruppiner Straße and Bernauer Straße. Everyone knew the barbed wire would soon be replaced by an impenetrable wall. Seizing a moment when the other soldiers briefly stepped away, Hans pretended to inspect the wire, subtly pressing it down with his foot. West Germans gathered nearby instantly understood his signal and began waving frantically, "Jump! Come over!" A West Berlin police car pulled up just meters from the border, its door flung open. Schumann hesitated, chain smoking nervously. Then, in a sudden burst of desperate courage, he flicked away his cigarette, ripped off his rifle strap mid-stride, and vaulted over the barrier. Landing hard on the western side, he sprinted straight to the waiting car, which sped off immediately. The entire escape took just 6 seconds. The photographer, Peter Liebing, was also 19. As soon as news broke about the wall, Liebing rushed from Hamburg to Berlin. He couldn't miss an event of this magnitude. Many other photographers lined the western side in those days. Every news desk demanded photos from the scene. Hours passed without incident, and most lost focus, but Liebing stayed alert. That day, his eye was drawn to a soldier standing unusually close to the wire, chain-smoking, visibly agitated. Liebing set up his camera, focused on the barrier, and then stood transfixed for an hour and a half, barely daring to blink as he watched the young guard. Hans Conrad Schumann's life unfolded tragically. He was tormented by his inability to contact the family he'd left behind in East Germany. A manic paranoia took hold. He was convinced Stasi agents were shadowing him, ready to drag him back to the GDR by force.
Schumann blamed Liebig's fame-making photograph for much of it. That image had thrust him into the spotlight, making it impossible to simply vanish into West German anonymity. Even the Berlin Wall's fall in 1989 brought no solace. In 1998, deep in depression, Hans Conrad Schumann hanged himself in the garden of his home in Bavaria. His audacious leap, a beacon of hope for millions, had become for him a curse of isolation and sorrow. Today, his legendary escape lives on in the sculpture Jumper Over the Wall by brothers Florian and Michael Brauer, erected near the very spot where it all happened.